All right. So, what do you think is the number one question that I get asked about essential oils? Do they work? Okay, well, yeah. Do they, that face, I can just imagine, because I know that I had that face once upon a time, and I had that, like, do they really work? Like, really? Well, yes, they do. I use them every day, multiple times a day. And I could sit here and tell you 1,000 different success stories that I've had. But you know, if you don't think that they work, the only thing you can do is just to give them a try and see that they do. There's tons of different stories out there. Ask your friend that, you know, introduced you to essential oils, right? They can give you those stories. They can tell you the power behind them, okay? So when someone asks me that and I say, well, why do you think that they don't work? And they say, well, I tried one once and it didn't work for me. I was like, oh, okay, well, where did you get your oils? And they'll say that they got them like at a health food store or maybe like a farmer's market or a flea market event or something like that. Or maybe they got them in some kind of kit at like a bulk buy food store or something like that, where they got like 10 oils for $20 or something like that. And they say, but they were labeled pure, they were labeled therapeutic. And you're like, oh, okay. But the thing is, guys, the FDA only requires the bottle to contain 5% essential oil, okay? It says, if there's 5% oil in it, you can get that FDA label. You can say, yep, it's pure, yep, it's therapeutic. Are you kidding me? 5% out of 100? That's insane. No wonder they didn't work, because they're so diluted that they can't do what they're supposed to do for our bodies. So we're going to talk about the 4 different categories of oils, okay? So A, B, C, and D. A is therapeutic, all natural, organic, no pesticides whatsoever oil, okay? B are food grade oils that contain chemicals, pesticides, and are filled with carrier oils to fill up the bottle, okay? C are perfume grade oils that can contain solvents like hexane. Now, hexane will allow the oil to make it have a higher yield, so it pull more oil out so that they can have more oil to use, okay? And hexane is found to be linked to cancer, okay? Also, the perfume grade oils can contain 80 to 95% alcohol, okay? Alcohol, that's it. D is basically floral water. This is the byproduct of grade A distillation, okay? So this is like taking the grade A oil and all the leftovers and all the junk, and then they buy that and then they put it in there. Then they fill it up with a carrier oil that's no help to you whatsoever, okay? So those are the 4 different categories of essential oils. Now, Young Living is a grade A oil. It's the only pure oil that can claim that there's no pesticides or anything used in their production. Now, just a little example so that we can understand this. I'll give you an orange juice example. So say you go to the refrigerator and you get a glass of orange juice and you put like this much orange juice in your glass, and then you fill the rest up with water, okay? Are you going to get any real benefits from that glass of orange juice? No, because you've diluted it so much to the point where it's not doing anything for your body, okay? That's basically what these companies are doing. So before you purchase your oils, ask yourself 3 questions about the company in question, okay? Do they own their own farms? Do they grow their own plants? And are they in control of the process from seed to seal? That's beginning to end, okay? Young Living offers a promise of integrity. The founder, Gary Young, says that if a crop does not produce at the standards that we need it to produce to, we're not going to use it. We're going to plant another crop, and then we'll use that one if it's good enough, okay? Seed to seal means that each process that it goes through meets a certain standard, meets that high standard, okay? All of the plants that they grow are hand weeded, okay? So if you go to one of the farms, which you can do as a Young Living member, if you go to one of the farms, you can hand weed the plants yourself and be a part of that experience. You can contribute to that cultivation of the product. And because there's no pesticides or herbicides or chemicals used ever to control weeds. So weeds are going to be mixed in with the product, yes, but they're going to, they're going to be pulling them by hand. So they're harvested at their peak, and if the standards aren't met, they don't use them. Now they're put through a vigorous testing process. They go from the farm directly to our homes, and it's the Seed to Seal, y'all. It's not a slogan, it's a promise, because they're promising you that the product that they're giving you is the best product that they possibly can. Okay. And if you want to learn more about that process, that 5-step process, then go to seedtoseal.com, and they have great little intro videos for you to understand what each process is, if you're interested in learning more about that. So next up, we're going to learn a little bit about how they're made.